EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the BioWare Classic. It is just an ideal day for golf. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We're getting set for all the action this afternoon at Wetlands Golf and Country Club in Florida. And this is certainly a challenge, Frank.
It is. We really should rename it Drylands because that's the way you want to play this golf course. If you're not dry, then you are going to be wet. That swampland is just all the way around this golf course. In between it, though, is fairway. So fairway, the goal all day today.
And as always, with the state of Florida, you have to factor in the changing winds. Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Nice position, short grass, second shot. .200 yards to the flagstick. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. And that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Clean this up with a tap. Suddenly a ray of sunshine with that birdie.
And there is hope. And on the top 25.
Strong par 5 to start, followed by a good par 3. The second hole is 225 yards.
Two bunkers, Rich, when you look at this par 3. In between is a nice corridor. And that's really the line that you want to be looking at going at this par 3. Just thread the gap, and you should safely find the green.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Even par early on. We're at the third hole now at the Wetlands. It's a par 4, 460 yards. Frank, you watched the Web.com Tour event down here, and what'd you see when the young bombers came to this hole?
Oh, this is a hole they just love, Rich. You know, it's flat, it's long, and it's straight, so they just tee it up, aim it straight at the green, hit it as hard as they can. And some of these guys were just going in with an 8 or a 9 iron. It's quite amazing. And, of course, when you go with an 8 or a 9 iron into this hole, you look at 3 more often than not.
This is the second shot at the par 4. I like the looks of this one. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
This for birdie. A birdie will send him to 1 under on the leaderboard. Wow, check this out, Frank. Par 3 fourth, 250 yards. This is a really cool hole.
It is. You tee off and that tee shot right across the swampland into a crescent-shaped green. And, of course, it is protected by that bunker that just cuts in. It doesn't give you very much depth on that middle line of the green. So if the pin's in the middle, that's when the hole plays its most difficult.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the player's shots, that's for sure. He'll take that one all day long. Very solid, about 15 feet away. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Now to the fifth hole here at the Wetlands. Par 5, 635 yards. A lot going on here, Frank.
The shorter hitters don't really worry about the swampland on the left because it really only cuts in to worry the longer hitters if you want to try and reach this par 5 and 2. So shorter hitters, 2 good shots, set up a wedge shot. Longer hitters, are you straight enough to hit it into the narrowest part of the fairway?
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
Safely on deck.
That's a good shot right there, about 15 feet away, and a good look at birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Good stroke right there. That's a par and stays at 1 under. On to the par 4 sixth here at the Wetlands. And Frank, how does that water factor into the way you play this hole?
It bisects this fairway beautifully, Rich. 233 yards to the run out on the first section of fairway, and that might be worth considering for the short hitters to try and flash it across the narrowest part of those wetlands. 276 yards, and of course the more horsepower you got, actually the easier this tee shot becomes.
Good tee shot right in the short grass.
Second shot. Computer gives us 23 feet, Rich.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Par bid here. workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now. In association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Well, here we are at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the Sunshine State, Florida. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Frank, what stands out when you look at the wetlands?
Swampland, the Gators, really it's a good driving golf course, Rich. Not a lot of fairway bunkers in play here at Wetlands, but if you drive the ball well here, you really can get a good score out here at Wetlands. They play the web.com here every now and again, so we've seen some good scores over the years, but always fun to be playing in Florida. Sun on your back, warm golf conditions.
What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
So he didn't hit the green in regulation, but he still has a reasonably good chance to save his par, about 10 feet away. Getting set now over the putt. Good putt. Good look now at the fifth hole here at the Wetlands, par 5, and it's a good one, 635 yards. Frank, going back 100 years or more, we used to see winning scores in stroke play tournaments, 72-hole events of 300 thereabouts. But obviously, like so many things in golf, everything has improved.
Yeah, people would scoff at sort of saying 475s would win a U.S. Open or a British Open. It didn't, and it does. But, with equipment, and people have really got into the game, they've worked it out, and they just plain got better at it. They realize that, stroke play, you can't just swing from the trees, so to speak. You've really got to work your way around and get better. You just can't sort of settle for mediocrity. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols. growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my eye.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Third shot, looking for a good one. That should be pretty good right there, on the safe side. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie. Par 4 sixth here at the Wetlands, 440 yards and water to deal with.
Two choices here, Rich. Lay it up short of the Wetlands or, well, chance it. Brave enough, tee it up and flash it across the Wetlands to just a mere short iron into this lengthy par 4.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait. And at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, he's got it right on track. Settles in over the putt. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Frank, now we get a crack at another par 5. The 7th is 592 yards.
And certainly reachable, especially with a tee shot that follows the shape of this fairway, which is slightly to the left. Good tee shot, you can get home. And those bunkers, if anything, are nicely placed on that left side of the green, actually to protect a shot that goes too far or too left.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Nice position, short grass. Second shot. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Just a pure strike and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Not a gimme, but well within his range. We haven't seen a whole lot of that, Frank, but that has to feel good. Eighth hole here at the Wetlands, par 3, 203 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, actually, but you have to have a little look at your yardage book because that front bunker will make this hole look a little shorter to the eye than actually what it plays. Green gets a little narrow as it gets deeper, but flat and, well, I wouldn't say easy. 3 here, not too bad.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. 11 feet away. So into the top 15 on the leaderboard with that birdie. A few more, and who knows, maybe top 10 or top 5. Don't forget third round coverage coming your way tomorrow on EA Sports. For Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long for now. In association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Getting set to go at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the great state of Florida. Good news is, Frank, you can see the golf ball. I guess the bad news is that's kind of an uncertain lie in that mulch.
Yeah, there's nothing really good about that. You'd rather it be in the rough.
Headed for the bunker? Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. Looks like about 80 yards left. This is a good-looking shot. He'll take that one all day long. Very solid, about 15 feet away. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Oh my gosh, that hurts. So frustrating sometimes on the greens, isn't it? Drop shot here at the 6th.
Even par currently.
Frank, this has been an absolute mess today and all week long.
You said it best.
Here at the par 5 7th at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club, 592 yards. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Now his third, staring right at the green. And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Didn't quite have the break on that medium length putt right there. He'll take par and move on. On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green. It's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop-off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So, a tricky little par 3.
Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Finishing up the front side here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club with a par 5, 621 yards. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Third shot about 100 yards out. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Moves into the top 25 with that birdie. So here we go on the back nine at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. And Frank, I'm pumped up for this second nine.
Oh, this is a hard hole, Rich, and anything long or left and you're guaranteed to be wet. That's for sure. 3 bunkers short, and the fun zone, that's the green just beyond those.
Second shot, good look at the green. Not too unhappy with that, Frank, at 17 feet.
No, from that distance, it's more than good. Really. This is an awkward length.
Starting the back nine on a sour note here with a drop shot, bogey at the 10th. Just a tap in to finish the hole. That is another bogey. It's getting messy, Frank.
Ouch.
Day 3, and what a tournament this is shaping up to be, Frank.
Quite simply, great weather, great golf, great fans, which is the perfect mix for a golfer trying to win a tournament. The final round, if this is anything to go by, has to just be sensational.
EA association with the PGA Tour proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Getting set for all the action on what my idol Vin Scully would have said was a beautiful afternoon here in the Sunshine State. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo for EA Sports. Getting ready at Wetlands Golf and Country Club. An interesting layout, Frank. The players are ready to go, and what are you thinking about as you get set to tee off?
Well, you're thinking about you're going to play a long golf course, sort of mid-7,000 yard range, but this is a golf course that you actually do get to hit your driver more often than not. So it's a good driving golf course. Green's relatively flat as well, but be careful if you're a little weak of heart. Look left or right, you might see the odd gator or two. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a line like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Just a well-played approach shot right there. Only about 10 feet away and a good look at birdie here. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Well, that'll put the smile back on the face.
Moving to the 16th hole here at the Wetlands, 455-yard par 4, and you can see, Frank, that green is heavily guarded.
And consequently, you're really going to have to judge that second shot. You know, your yardage, and also good strikes required to safely keep the ball on the putting surface.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie. We haven't seen a whole lot of that, Frank, but that has to feel good. Par 3 17th. Frank, it's 238 yards.
There's still a chance for birdie here, though. Green shape's a little bit to the player's right, so a nice high draw coming in here. Even finding the middle of the putting surface will give you a chance to putt to really any position on this green.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
What a great shot. Right next to the hole. It's about 5 feet. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Well, this is it, Frank, the 18th hole, and on paper it looks like you can get this one. You can make a birdie because it's only 377 yards.
You're exactly right, Rich. Just a nice drive. Doesn't even have to be a driver here. It's going to set you up really a short iron wedge into this short par 4. And well, I always like to finish on a birdie. I know you do too, because a little walk to the clubhouse there on the left, maybe a hot dog or a hamburger.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. So he's safely on deck.
That is classy.
Well, a chance of going in.
Will make birdie if this drops. Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. So that concludes the final round here at this spectacular setting. Frank, final thoughts on the tournament?
Rich, I thought this was really a fantastic venue that challenged the players, and we saw some exciting golf out there all across the board.